Not be telling you where the water pickup station is. I will not tell you how to get there. I will not tell you even anywhere it's close to. But I will tell you that I could not be more proud of our POA employees who take this trek every time they come out to the water treatment plant. This trek and much more that I will not share with you. The water treatment plant about 2 years ago was struck by lightning and flooded at the same time. The POA put out responses to try and get people to make proposals. No one even wanted to go to it. No one wanted to try and get the big trucks that it would take and the wiring to replace the transformers or anything. This all fell to our POA. And now, Mr. Jason.
Get my feet up here. And if you'll start talking.
So this is the middle of Fort Creek. And Hot Springs Village, we own a quarter mile up and downstream, approximately 300 feet on each side of this to protect this area from anything going on. And this is where the water, drinking water, comes from for the Hot Springs Village. We pump it over to Lake Lago from here. And this is our pump intake structure on the middle of Fort Creek.
As you can see, and as Jason was just saying, the water just flows over the low water dam here that they have. It is a fantastic facility that Cooper built decades ago.
Those are U.S. waters, but we own the surface area.
Interesting. He was just telling me that the water is owned by the United States government, and we own the surface area.
That's water of the U.S. too.
So it's just 2 or 3 feet deep there.
Yeah. So there's a valve there that we could drain the upper side of it if we needed to clean it out, which we do. We need to come in and dig it all out. We'll probably do that next summer.
Next, I have left portions of this video and audio intact to show you the absolute scale and magnitude of what they did and what is involved. And it is, listener be warned, loud. It is very loud. These are the pumps that pick up water all day long. We're about to go inside the building here. This is just the low water dam where the water's picked up from. And I'll let the noise do the rest. As Jason mentioned in my last show, these are non-binary pumps. The last pumps they had would only kick on or off. These pumps can run at different degrees. Imagine if your car only ran full tilt or off, and that's how the old pumps ran. These new pumps are graduated. They can run from 0 to 100 and any degree in between. And a few minutes inside that room and you'll understand why you don't want to be there very long. This pristine, protected waterway is the middle fork of the Saline River, which is absolutely beautiful. The water is picked up from this location and shipped, I won't tell you how far, but it goes down to Lake Lago and it replenishes Lake Lago. We'll see an intake structure at Lake Lago in just a minute. This is the water treatment plant built by Cooper and remodeled by the POA, completely updated and computerized in just the last few years. You're going to see these tanks a few times over. These are clarification settling tanks. The water is pulled directly out of Lake Lago through the tower assembly that we talked about in the last show, and it's brought out slowly and let settle into these tanks. So any solids or leaves or anything that would be of any significant mass has already been filtered out well before it would get here. Then it falls out of this little trough. You'll see it falls into the trough, which is aerating it also. And then the water simply comes out of the middle section. A very impressive site, and as clean and as well kept as I've seen. It's very, very, very impressive. That's the rest of the treatment facility that we'll be in just a few minutes. That's the surge tank that holds water to make sure there's not a surge into the water treatment plant, which would be a bad thing. There's Jason, one of the employees, who is very, very, very knowledgeable. There are there's the geese down on the lake that we would rather not have them there, but everything gets filtered out. Once again, these are the large settling tanks. That's Macero up on the ridge right there behind you. Here's where the water comes flowing out. Honestly, right now, it looks pretty good. Heck, it looked good before it even came in the tower. Beautiful, beautiful, pristine water. And this operates 24 hours a day. They're filtering and settling out the water all the time. This is one of the treatment facilities where they add the chemicals, anything that they need to add to the water. It comes right through here. Obviously, chlorine is a caustic, so that's one of the many things you'd see in the room here. And here's me doing the water treatment issue again here, and just looking at the filtering tanks. Again, a marvel. These are very impressive. And again, this was all computerized in just the last few years when we did a major upgrade on the water treatment plant, knowing we were going to have to be prepared. This water treatment is theoretically designed, and the lake is designed to feed 66,000 people for up to 3 years. And as I mentioned earlier, the water treatment, or the pickup station that you saw a few minutes ago, was completely out of operation for about 11 months, and you didn't even know it. Now, this is the settling pond. This is one of the more interesting places I've seen. At the very bottom of here is clay and charcoal. And the charcoal, obviously, you know, if you've filtered water with charcoal, it activates anything. Activated charcoal filters out any impurities. But there's clay and sand, and the water literally settles down through the bottom of this layer and is drawn out as imagine it's a huge filter that just comes right back down through the bottom of the building, or through the structure. Now we're going to go into the pump facility, which was impressive in itself, and it will be loud again in just a moment. This is the control center. This was all computerized not too long ago. You'll notice there's a little stainless steel computer console, and yes, you can run it there, or you can see the entire flow. It's all computerized. We know how many gallons are going through, what kind of treatment they need, what the surge is, what the temperature of the water is. It's all on the computer right there. Now, I'm not going to show you a long picture of that because of security reasons. It could be a threat. Once again, here's one of the consoles. And we're working at the console, figuring out what the temperature of the water is, how much chlorine needs to be added or deleted. This is the most impressive part of the tour by far and away to me. This is an older building. There's 2 faucets right here. Notice closely. Look very closely at those faucets. I didn't think anything about it. This is just a regular lab. They measure turbidity. They measure any resident minerals that may be. But the one on the right comes directly out of the lake. The one on the left has already been treated. You tell me which one has been treated and which one's coming straight out of the lake. Now we're in the pump facility, as you can tell, and this is a very loud place. This is what pumps every gallon of water to all of Hot Springs Village. This is the overflow sludge pond. If they make an accident and they have too much water, too much treatment, they can actually go back in and just dump that water out. It's like a quick release, and it just goes into the septic system. And this is all of the water for all of the village, all 15,000 residents and 26,000 acres and dozens of miles of piping are all run and controlled from this facility right here. I hope that you'll join me in our appreciation, applause, and thanks to our dedicated POA workers who make this happen every day, whether you get to see behind the doors or not. Thanks for watching Village Venues.
Hot Springs Village Venues is brought to you by KVRE at 92.9 and streaming worldwide on iHeartRadio. KVRE is your family-owned local hometown radio station, so be sure and tune in for live local programming, news, sports, and information every day at 92.9. Beehive Hangout. Hot Springs Village Beehive Hangout has been an institution since the day it opened, serving great fresh food, wonderful music, games, trivia, and a cold glass of something to drink anytime. Come by and experience the relaxed atmosphere and great food at the Beehive Hangout today at 220 Minorca in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, or call 501-777-8176. You can also set up reservations at beehivehsv.com to reserve your table. HSV Radio. HSV Radio is heard every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or streaming on any of the major platforms. Hot Springs Village Radio is an eclectic mix of music, motivation, great music history, and Saturday morning fun. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., 92.9. And brought to you by the Hot Springs Village Voice, Hot Springs Village only newspaper, also serving all of Saline and Garland County. Your local newspaper for local events. No one else has more local news than the Hot Springs Village Voice about the Hot Springs Village area. Sign up today at hsvvoice.com or call 501-623-6397. Again, that's 501-623-6397. Located at 3576 North Highway 7 in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas, just in front of Walmart. Brought to you by Gotta Go Vacations. www.gottagovacations.com. Troy Woods and Patrick Cunningham at 501-204-4805 can help you with any of your travel needs. Patrick and Troy have been airline stewards for decades, and their experience and their travel can serve you well. GottaGoVacations.com, again, that's GottaGoVacations.com, can help you book the perfect tour for you, whether it's a riverboat cruise up the Mississippi or the Rhine. These guys are who you need to call. 501-204-4805. Troy or Patrick, 501-204-4805. GottaGoVacations.com. D&D Village Properties. Hot Springs Village only short-term rental with over 2,100 five-star reviews. All properties are lakefront. They include complimentary kayaks, hot tub, pet-friendly, and a stunning view of the lake. Visit DD Village Prop today for your vacation getaway.